Goeiemorgen, good morning, sawubona, dobro jutro, konnichiwa. Today we're going to start talking about the horse farm. This is a video with an overview of the horse farm, how the horse farm links to the other farms in Big Farm, and which events the horse farm is involved in. Let's look at the horse farm. This is my horse farm at the moment. Everything on it is not fully developed, but it is fairly well developed. And so what do you see when you see everything here? Well, the horse farm can be divided into fairly distinct regions. Collections of buildings that serve a similar purpose. Here is the mine. The mine is unlocked already on level 8, but it does not trigger the tasks yet. The mine is half applicable to the horse farm and half applicable to the other farms. More about that later. The mine can be divided into two. The gold mine is useful to mine gold and dollars using the mining licenses, which can be useful for all the farms. Here is the horse stables. The horse stables is where you will breed your horses and where you can look at them, compare them, and get a lot of information about your horses in order to make decisions. And going together with the horse stables are the 3 horse training arenas, where you will do all the horse training. There is one more place for horse training, but on the horse farm that will be the horse training. The stable, together with the 3 training facilities, is the backbone of the horse farm. That is where you get your good horses in order to compete in the horse tournament or the horse season. It's there and there. This part is where you can show off your trophies of your performance in the horse events or the horse season. And here is the notice board and transporter, which will give you the information and get you to compete in the horse season. The notice board and the competition transporter are the center of the horse season. It's not the only thing they are used for. In the competition transporter you can also do various settings, but you can compete against George, Lester and Tessa to get a smaller amount of competition horseshoes. And then in the notice board you can see what your current position in the horse season is. When you're in the Diamond League only, you can actually compare your ranking to that of other players. You can see who you have won or lost against. Don't worry, there will probably be a separate video about each of these rectangles, and likely more than one. Then obviously there has to be a place to spend gold, and so you have the horse market, where you can buy horses and some support for the horse season as well, many of which, but not all of which, includes gold. And then the vast majority of the rest of the farm, in fact probably the vast majority of the farm, is to do with creating the equipment. That includes the mine. The other half of the mine is for copper and tin ores. And all of these buildings, as well as all of these trees, whether I have developed them yet or not, all these tree clumps are all part of, there's more, oh man, they're everywhere. All of these trees, but most especially these buildings here. Everything in any variant of purple that you see on the screen has to do with creating equipment for you to compete better. Now this is what it looks like on a farm that's already been developed. What does this look like on a farm that hasn't had anything built yet? Let's take a look at that. So on a horse farm that has not been developed yet at all, you still have the same areas. There's the mine, which gets unlocked on level 8. There's the horse stables, even though it's not on any usable level yet. It gets unlocked on level 16 with through the horse tasks. Here are the training arenas, not built yet at all. The trophies, or rather the trophy stands, because there's no trophies on them yet. And then the transporter and notice board for the horse season, the horse market, and then everything for equipment. There are the buildings. There's a few trees to get you started with, but then all the others are just tree stumps everywhere. Okay, so basically it's the same, just less busy when everything isn't built yet. That was the areas of the farm. When you start out on a new farm, all these other farms are still as yet locked. They are only available from a certain level, and yes, although you can do one or two things on them, like access Oleg's fishing or the deco tower on the gourmet farm, for them as well as any other farms that you try to access, it just tells you you can only do that from a certain level, or it's not available at now. The horse ranch is the second farm that is actually unlocked after your main farm. So how do these fit into the other farms? So the first way that the horse farm is linked to others is through Captain Barnacle to the main farm, where you can exchange main farm goods to get horseshoes, which are a very necessary currency in the horse ranch. Here you can see, by completing Captain Barnacle's boats, not only do you get a certain amount of horseshoes for every product that you load, there's also a horseshoe bonus if you complete the whole boat full. Then you get all the horseshoes. There you can see all of them. You also get some horse farm points, and off he goes to be back again in 6 hours. One of the main ways in which the horse farm links to all the other farms is in terms of rewards, and this works both ways. For example, in the Worldwide Championship, by harvesting on your other farms, the fishing, the co-op, the events, all of these other things, occasionally some of the rewards there are directly linked back to the horse farm. So here you work on a cooperative and you will get some horseshoes. And it's not only for the Worldwide Championship. For many events, some of the hard work rewards that you win will be useful on the horse farm. In the same manner, when you participate in the horse season, the majority of the rewards that you win here, some of them are related to the horse farm, but the majority of them are actually useful on the other farms, not only the horse farm. So the horse farm is a great source of little bits and pieces that will help you make farming on the other farms so much easier. Then of course in the mine you can create more dollars and you can make more gold. As long as you have the mining licenses that go with them, you can use the mine to get farm dollars and gold, which you will be able to spend on the other farms. And then lastly, in the co-op village, there also is a cooperative horse meadow where the horses from the horse farm can be sent for extra special training, which definitely gives you an edge in competitions. Next up, which events are the horse farm involved in? The horse farm is also one of the 5 farms that are involved in all of the search events, whether it's the Valentine search, Easter search, Halloween search events throughout the year. And all of them, one of the 5 farms where you need to find those things are on the horse farm. It's not necessarily horse related, but it's still the horse farm. The horse farm is obviously most well known for its own event. It is the only one of the permanent farms that has a major dedicated event all to itself. So the horse tournament or the horse season, oviaas, that's the event.
Oviaas. Oviaas.
It also is the event with the longest running time of all the events. As you can see here, the current horse season runs for just shy of 2 months. And if you look back 2 months ago, in January, the horse season also ran for that amount of time, which makes it an even longer event than the Worldwide Championship. Then the horse farm is also included in some events that cover all of the farms, or almost all of the farms. For example, the Worldwide Championship. In fact, the points that you can earn from the Worldwide Championship, 1/5 of all your points can come from the horse farm. I say points, it's probably more like 1/5 of all the rewards will come from the horse farm. So since the horse farm makes up 20% of the event, I would say it's a pretty important farm. Training your horse, winning challenges, and completing the crates for Barnacle's ship are all included in the horse farm aspect of the Worldwide Championship. The other event where the horse farm plays a major role, the Football Fever, where you get the sets for activities and you get quite a number of sets for completing the horse trainings every day. Horse farm is part of the farms, even though it might appear to be separate, it is not, it is integrated. One of the major reasons to play horse farm, brag points, during the horse season, the horse farm is the only place where you can earn avatars. Yes, you may buy some of them, but only in the horse farm do you earn them, or profile pictures. And so a few of the profile pictures you get occasionally as gifts, or you start off with a few and you can buy some of them for gold. But the amount of avatars that you can choose from by playing in the horse season specifically, being competitive on the horse farm, is so cool. You can be whoever you want to be on the horse farm. Okay, in future videos I will probably cover every tiny little bit of what I have only just mentioned today. Yeah, see you in the next one, and until then, have fun farming.